I heard some teachers were saying, say, if that is going to happen, then they wouldn't contest again. Please, we are begging you. This is a learning process. To all my Senya people, the coordinators of the Senya Junior Science and Maths quiz, we are grateful. And then we've added on the spelling bee as well. In fact, this year's and for the previous years, the motive behind the organization of this spelling bee is knowledge builds the future. We want Senya to progress. Senya must develop. But we've gotten to a stage that we've realized that we can't develop without giving knowledge to those who are under us or the younger ones coming up. Because if you look at what is going on, you ask yourself, why are these things? Why is Senya lagging behind? It is all because of knowledge. For lack of knowledge, my people will always perish. That is what the good book says. So for us, we've taken it upon ourselves. We've been organizing the quiz competition, and this is also to add up. If you will be able to write and pass BC well, if you will be able to write and pass WASI well, you can't do all these things without good spelling. In fact, and it all starts with pronunciation. In fact, today, looking at what has happened, we realize that the complaints that were coming, people were of the view that the words given you are not the same words they are meeting today. But if you look at the words being given to the student, I don't think there are any unfamiliar words. It's all about the pronunciation. So we are urging ourselves. If I'm saying ourselves, I mean together with the coordinators, that let us also be abreast with time and know that the times that we are in, if you don't pronounce words correctly, the spelling too will also be a challenge. We pray. In fact, today we were expecting, say, we will go into the night. We were expecting to go in because we thought being the fourth edition, at least the competition will be tight. But having 160 spellers, we started around 11, right? And we are closing before 3. So that should tell you how the competition was. But we are praying always for the better. We are saying that those who didn't win, or those who were not part of the first, should I say the last 3? Okay, the first 3. That is the winner, the first runner-up, and then the second runner-up. This is not the end of the road. By the grace of God, we are trusting God that once we have life, we will always do this every year. And as I keep on saying, we advise teachers and then the coordinators that in their various schools, they should establish the spelling bee club so that we will see how best we could also come in and then assist. But as we speak of now, none of the the schools have been able to establish that, because I'm saying this because we've not gotten any call that, oh, we have it in our schools and then we want to. You said what? Okay, but I'm not aware of it, okay? Because we told you that you establish it. Let us know. Mr. Nelson, Mr. Curtis are always available. So that even within the schools, before we get here, there might be intra-competition. So that the best of spellers will be mounted on this stage annually. So that at least we could also present. In fact, the idea behind the organization of this is to extend it to the districts. Okay, so if we are able to build ourselves up well, we can then organize a district one. Because if I'm to do it, at least somebody from Senya must win. So let us, build ourselves well, so that when we extend it to the district, at least we will have some people from Senya also contesting. Then we could also sponsor that person to the national. At least, yes, nipa ameche, but nipa bejini. So that at least we will also establish our name. So we are begging. Let today not be the end of the road. I heard some teachers were saying that if that is going to happen, then they wouldn't contest again. Please, we are begging you. This is a learning process. Just as Mr. Nelson was saying, if today you are not fortunate, to get to the final stage, that doesn't mean that it is only giving you the edge to continue the next time. So we are pleading with you. This one, let me plead with you. Next time when we call you, come, so that we'll have a healthy competition. If you look at the theme, it is learning through healthy competition. We are not here to fight. Okay. So on that note, we are much grateful to you for your presence here. In fact, without you, the competition wouldn't have been a success. And we are praying that as we are moving forward, we will get things better done. We are trusting God. You see, we wanted to give scholarship, but looking at the dynamics, private and then the government schools, if you are to give scholarship to, let's say, the winner, how is it? If the winner is in private school, fine. But if it is in, he or she is in the government school, it's also because of the free SHS. But going forward, we will sit down with you. And then I was also talking to Mr. Nelson that we will establish a platform, a WhatsApp platform with all the coordinators and some of the teachers who will be interested, so that Mr. Nelson will be on, so that by the time we organize the next Akomase spelling bee, he would have given you the modalities, the rules, and how the whole thing is going to be done. In fact, today I saw a different thing. That was the words being spelled by he himself, and then he will give you the explanation options. Then you will choose from. It's a different thing that I've learned. Okay, but he is an international man and he knows how the spelling bees are organized. So we thank you very much for coming and we pray for the best. Senya will develop and it starts from you and myself. Thank you. Nanano fun efi empanampe. Efi sisim ena anaba at least oskofa olawo so we trouble. Yumpusiano fun. Thank you.